RX availability is definitely a critical area of concern for many pharma companies, as we have talked about. When we talk about RX availability, there are three areas that we would like to cover our entire discussion, which is segmentation, targeting, as well as positioning. So when we talk about RX availability, the thought is basically prescription generation is very much important. Definitely, it is the critical thing for the business, but that may not definitely lead to dispensing if you don't have the product available at the chemist store. So imagine a doctor, orthopedic or URK Rao, based out of Hyderabad, writes a medicine and the medicine is not available at the attached counter or the store, then that leads to a bounce prescription or substitution in certain cases. We are also talking about visibility gaps. If the product is not visible, it leads to loss of revenue. If the retailer is not engaged, or probably the retailer is not keeping your particular brand, then the retail trade channel is under leveraged. So what are the big companies doing currently to ensure that the availability happens? Data is very much important. We were having a casual discussion with Viral as well as Rupesh, and they were saying that data is definitely available, but the problem is the sanity of the data and the accuracy of the data, for which we, yeah, can you, team, can you please keep on mute? Thank you. So data is very much critical for all of us. And with that, we would now like to talk. We have speakers with comes with about 30 years, 20 years of experience. So, sir, what exactly has changed? Rupesh, sir, you come with 30 years of experience and you have seen areas where companies used to do RX availability. And do you feel the challenges remains the same, or with the new tools and the technology revolution that we are currently in, has things really changed? What exactly has been your observation, sir?
Thank you very much, Ashish. Very interesting question, in fact, and uh, uh, I think, when I try to answer this question, I will have to put in all my, 30, 32 years of experience into it, because I've been into this right from the days when I was a medical representative, doing it myself at the retailers. Then, for many years, teaching medical representatives, demonstrating them how to do it, and then in the product management and in the marketing functions, guiding brand managers to do it. See, as far as the challenges, it was always a challenge right from the beginning. When we talk about 90s also, making the product available was a challenge that time also. It is still a challenge. Okay. So the biggest question is whether demand first or supply first. Okay. So even those days when you go to into a retailer shop, they would always say, I still remember they used to say that let the prescription come first and then we will make the product available. Because there are so many companies, there are so many brands, there are so many variants, we cannot keep everything. And let you generate prescription, don't worry about the availability. Even today when I do field work, I hear the same statement from the retailers that let the prescription come first and then we will make the product available. So that basic challenge of making the product available at the retail counter, it is still there. But I would say that the changes which has happened in so many years is, when we started the career, it was altogether a responsibility of the field sales team to make the product available. So the marketing team, the head office, the strategic team would tell them that, okay, we are going to launch this product, and they would talk everything about the product. They will plan everything about the strategy around the doctors as to how to generate prescription. But there was not much strategic thought process on how to make the product available at the retail counter. So they were only saying that, okay, you identify the doctor, target the doctor, and make the product available at, say, 10 retailer, 20 retailer. You use your regularity, you use your RCPAs, you use your own personal relationship with the retailer and make it available. So it was a one-way instruction which was going from the marketing team to the field sales people. that make the product available, and then through some formats and all, we were checking whether the product is available or not. After some years, when I was in product management, we also used to ask fax copies from the field just to validate whether it is actually available or not. Those days were the days when the internet was not very happening and the mobiles were not so common. So the fax was the medium of communication. But now it is, the scene is entirely changed. So now it is no more only the responsibility of the field sales people to make the product available, but it is a collaborative effort. So even the marketing team is equally involved. There is, we're talking about segmentation, positioning, targeting, we're talking about the how part of it. And we are talking as to how the product management team and the marketing team and the SFE, all these people will make a team and help the product, available in the market. So because the formats have changed, there are so many, if you talk about the segments, so it is not only the brick and mortar mom and pop stores, but it is, there are so many other things, like the chain pharmacy we are talking about today, the online pharmacies, the hospital pharmacies, the generic stores, the hybrid model, uh, the direct to doctor supply things. So there are so many segments which are now available, and everything requires a different approach, everything requires a different strategy. So in one line, if I have to say what has changed, the roles and responsibilities have changed. So earlier it was only a medical rep, but now the entire team, including the marketing team and the SFE, has to come into the picture and make the product available.
Great. Thank you so much, Rupesh sir.